Let's talk about the Colts, baby. 5-1 Indianapolis Colts rising to the top of the division. The Jaguars lost to the Seahawks today. Top of the South, best team in the league right now. The Lions just lost to the Chiefs. So who's better than the Colts? If the season ended, they'd be number one seed. Domination. They're right there with the Bills. Right there with the Bills, people. Let's go Colts. 31-27 victory over the Cardinals. It was scary. It wasn't easy. It was close. Frightening at times. Energetic. It was a crazy stream. Crazy watch. Oh my God. My heart was pounding all flipping game. It was insane. What up, Creek? Showing up. Go Colts, go. Man, unbelievable. I'm rocking the Jacoby Brissett jersey because, man, I thought it'd be funny because he started for Kyler Murray today, and I didn't think he was going to do well at all. I thought he was going to be garbage because he was terrible for the Colts years ago. Okay, 6 years ago, they let him go, and he's backing up the Cardinals. Kyler Murray doesn't play, and Jacoby Brissett steps in. I'm like, they're going to gobble him up. He's going to throw interceptions like crazy. They're going to destroy Brissett, and he doesn't. They don't do it. The Colts defense was awful. What a disaster by the Colts defense. They made Brissett look good. He had a lot of incompletions, but man, oh man, he came through on third downs like a monster. Jacoby Brissett, 27 for 44, 320 yards. You heard me correctly. 320 yards passing for Jacoby Brissett. That's insane. It's ugly. It's unbelievable. Number one seed, Creek. That's right. Unreal. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. They did sack him twice. They got some pressure on him here and there. But for the most part, Jacoby Brissett just sits back in the pocket all day and just finds people wide open all day. Just nonstop. Zay Jones, when Marvin Harrison Jr. went out early in the first half, then Zay Jones turns into a superstar. And he's just throwing dimes to him. Perfect accuracy, plenty of time in the pocket. There's no push, no pressure from the defense unless they're blitzing. When they're blitzing, they got some pressure on Brissett. No blitzing, he just tore them apart, ripped them to shreds for 320 yards and 2 touchdowns. So that's just insane. Insane. We'll get to tell in a little while there, Creek. But man, Jacoby Brissett did amazing things for the Cardinals, had a chance to win that game, which we'll go through right now. So the game started out. The first touchdown for the Colts was Tyler Warren's second receiving touchdown of the season. He's got 3 total because he's got a rushing one. That put the Colts up 7-0. Awesome stuff. Daniel Jones doing great things. 22 for 30 on the day. 212 yards. A lot of short stuff. Only went deep a couple times. He doesn't like to go deep. Quick, get the ball out. I love it. 2 touchdowns and interception. He had a rushing touchdown as well. But third touchdown for Warren. Loving this guy. He has, I think it was 6 for 63, and a touchdown for Warren. Like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, this guy's in his prime in his rookie year. This guy is going to do great things. He is doing great things. It's phenomenal. Welcome in, Hawkins and Father Time. But yeah. So it's pretty bonkers. They start out 7-0. Then there was the Cardinals had the ball. It's like 3rd and 17, and they go and they throw a deep pass to McBride, and he gets it on 3rd and 17. The third down defense for the Colts was horrendous. Brissett coming through with these crazy plays. At one point in the first 3 quarters, the first 2 quarters, they were 6 for 8 on third downs, and they weren't even all short third downs. They were long third downs, and they were coming through. That's why the Cardinals were able to stay in this game. It was unbelievable. I was just out of my mind. So McBride coming through on 3rd and 17, and then they get to the goal line, and they pound it in with Bam Knights. Come on. He gets a 1-yard touchdown run to tie the game at 7 apiece. Ridiculous. What's up, Giants fan? And then the Colts go 3 and out. They had a penalty, and then nothing happens for the Cardinals. And then Daniel Jones goes, they had a nice play. He rolls out and throws it right to the linebacker for an interception, ugly interception. He had his man, but he doesn't drop it over the linebacker, throws it right to him, and Wilson picked it off. Oh, man, that was a bad pass. Made me think of the old times, the old days of Daniel Jones doing terrible things. So that was awful. Throws an interception, and then that gives that gives the Cardinals amazing field position in Colts territory. They're trying to drive down the field, and then bam, Brissett throws an awful pass, a bad read or something. Throws it right to Mekhi Blackman, intercepted the ex-Viking with a nice interception, and they get it right back. So that interception doesn't hurt them because they get it right back. And they drive down the field, boom, boom, boom. Jonathan Taylor running and running and running, doing what he does, short passes all the way down the field. And Daniel Jones runs it in from 3 yards out. Crazy little play, and they take the lead 14-7. So a rushing touchdown for Daniel Jones. So he had 3 total touchdowns and 1 pick. So solid day for Daniel Jones, but only 212 yards passing. But he's still our guy. He's still top notch. His QBR's got to be still super high. He's right there. Patty Mahomes had a great day, but Patty Mahomes and Daniel Jones going to be up there on the QBR going into tomorrow when I check those stats. And then, so the Colts are 14-7, and then the Cardinals have another 3rd and 15, and then bam, he gets it to Zay Jones to the 17-yard line. Another huge 3rd and long that the Cardinals get. So that's like 2 in the first half, and they're able to get points out of him. And the Cardinals going to get a field goal, and it's a 14-10 lead for the Colts. So craziness. Luckily, there wasn't a touchdown by the Cardinals, but way too many 3rd and longs. Yeah, and then later on, what do we got in the second half? They got a Jacoby touchdown to McBride from the 1-yard line. They were trying to pound it in, and then bam, wide open McBride, easy peasy. And the Cardinals take the lead 17-14. Insanity. The Cardinals up on the Colts, 17-14. Let's go, Steve and Daniel Berry. Go, 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 Colts. 5-1, baby. Domination. They could be 6-0. They could freaking be 6-0, but they're not. It's okay. It's okay. But, yeah, so they take the lead, the Cardinals. The Colts go down the field. They kick a field goal, tied up at 17-17, whatever. Then what do we got here? Then Dortch gets this huge touchdown from 13 yards out, and the Cardinals go up 24-17. Unreal. But before that touchdown to Dortch, that's what it was. It was going to be 3rd and long. Franklin on an incomplete pass. They force Brissett to throw a bad pass, and Franklin bumps into the receiver, hits him for no reason after they missed it. They get a personal foul, 15 yards. And then that's when they're going to get it to Dortch for the touchdown. And the Cardinals up 24-17. And I'm losing my mind at this point. We're all losing our minds. The Cardinals are winning some way, somehow against the Colts. It's just mind-boggling. And then the Colts march down the field. Boom, boom, boom. Jones, Taylor. Taylor had 21 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown. This guy's good. He's running away with it. He's got over 600 yards rushing on the season. He got another touchdown. He's got the most touchdowns in the league, the most rushing yards. This guy better be Offensive Player of the Year. He is dynamite. He's leading this team with Daniel Jones to the best record in the league and the best team in the league. But then they're working down the field, and then bam, Daniel Jones hits my boy, my man, the Josh Downs back in the end zone, and he gets shellacked, but he holds onto it to the ground, takes a huge hit in the back of the end zone, but boom, holds onto it, touchdown, ties the game at 24. Downs, a lot of short stuff over the middle, getting these passes with room, and gets a little separation, and getting the first down. So this guy, he's more like Edelman than T.Y., and he's getting all this stuff, moving the chains for the Colts. Love him, and he gets a touchdown in the back of the end zone. So go, Downs, go. And then the Cardinals get the ball. They get a field goal. They take the lead 27-24. Colts down by 3. And this is where Jonathan Taylor gets his touchdown. They pound it, work it down the field. And with 4.5 minutes left, JT runs it in from 1 yard out, little pitch to the outside. They thought he was going to go inside. Boom, easily to the outside. JT gets in the end zone for a touchdown. And the Colts take the lead 31-27 with, like I said, 4.5 minutes left. Yeah, gaming boy, go Colts, go. So there's 4.5 minutes left. And the Cardinals work their way down the field. They get to the 9-yard line. And it's like less than a minute left. And the Colts are stuffing them a little bit here and there. And it's 4th and 7. And we're at about 45 seconds left. They throw a pass to the end zone to McBride. Might have been a little bit of holding in the end zone. Might have been pass interference. There's no call. I think that ball was uncatchable. And no penalty. And incomplete on 4th and 7. And the Colts take over, and then a few runs later, Jonathan Taylor gets the run, seals the deal, and then the kneel downs for the 31-27 victory for the Colts. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, the Chargers, come on. They almost lost to the Dolphins. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, the Colts crushed the Dolphins. Anyway, Chargers not winning next week, Dr. Dillon, but welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. So what a goal line stand. What a play. Stuffing the Cardinals. It shouldn't have been this close. The Cardinals played well. Brissett played out of his mind. That's almost like a career game for him. But I'm super disappointed in the Colts defense, the Colts secondary. But what the Colts need to do, Carly better be getting on the phone with the Raiders, trying to get Max Crosby. Give up a couple first-round picks. They need a push from the defensive line. There's no pressure without blitzing. I love the blitzing from Lou, the defense coordinator. Love it, love it, love it. They're mixing in blitzes because Gus Bradley drove me crazy. But whenever they didn't blitz, they were not getting pushed from Pay. They're not getting pushed from Latu. Nothing. Buckner, Grover Stewart, occasionally there's a little pressure, but man, so slim, so little. They need help. They need a pass rusher. They need a big stud. That could be the missing piece for the Colts. The secondary is iffy, but they need a better guy on the end. Go for Crosby. Go for Broke. Trade some picks. Get Crosby. Get him from the Raiders. Crush it. Man, that's their missing piece, I think. Because they'll get by with their secondary. I think they'll be all right. But that defensive line, terrible. They didn't let up too much rushing. Bam Knight had, 11 for 34 and a touchdown. Carter, 9 for 34. Not much there. 3 for 19 for Brissett when he's scrambling for his life. But, 24 carries for 88 yards. Not so good. So the Colts were able to stop the run, but they couldn't stop the pass. It was unreal. Unreal. Man, driving me crazy. Driving me flipping crazy. But Daniel Jones doing Daniel Jones things and winning the game. How does Zay Jones for the Cardinals get 5 for 79? Didn't have to worry about Marvin Harrison Jr. the whole second half because he was out with a concussion. Welcome back to Indy. Love those old pictures of Marvin Harrison and the little Marvin Harrison Jr. from 2008 when he was a little kid. Those are great. Those are classic pictures. Love them. But so besides that one interception by Daniel Jones, which was bad, he's doing great things. Great things. Love it, love it, love it. Alec Pierce, 2 for 48. Got a couple of passes. Made some nice plays. I like the short stuff with Downs. He had 6 for 42 in that touch on the back of the end zone. Who's in the doghouse still? A.D. Mitchell. Keep him to the sideline. We don't need him. Doolin didn't even play much with Pierce back, so it's glad to have Pierce, which is a deep threat. Where Jones tried to hit him deep, but he was well covered. So, Pittman. I'm shocked with Pittman. He was a dud today. 2 catches for 20 yards. But he did have 1 first down, so that was nice. That was nice. I mean, the Colts almost lost to the Cardinals. And the Chargers almost lost to the Dolphins. But come on. Now Delay is a Chargers fan. He's down on the Chargers and down on Herbert. And now he thinks the Chargers are going to be the Colts. The Chargers have no running backs. Their guys are injured. Najee Harris for the year. Hampton for another 2 weeks at least. They're missing their offensive linemen. A couple offensive linemen. And they're not going to have a running game. Herbert's, man, maybe he can get McConkey over the middle. But come on. This Chargers team, they're in bad shape. They're in bad shape. This Colts team is rising on up. Hopefully it's a good one, but the Colts, you got to go with the Colts with the way that they're playing compared to the Chargers. Come on, it's not even close. Not even close. Taylor had 4 for 14 out of the backfield as well. Cox had 1 catch of 16. That's a nothing. But Pittman's got to get more involved. But the leading receiver, the rookie, 6 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. 3 touchdowns through 6 games. Watch out for Tyler Warren. Does it all. Got to keep talking about this guy every single week. Love Tyler Warren. Beast, beast, beast. Thank you, Bears. Thank you, Bears. Thank you, Bears. Oh, man. Crumbling so hardcore. I love it. The penalties weren't so bad this week. They were not bad, so I'm happy with that. But, man, they signed Jermaine Pratt, and he led the Colts in tackles. He had 8 solo tackles and 11 total. Wow. That is pretty insane. So that's a huge addition this week. He's got some experience with Anarumo, but with Bocce on IR, good. Get rid of that guy. I thought he was good in the beginning, but huge blunders last week. So Pratt coming through with Franklin. As long as Franklin doesn't make those mental mistakes, the linebacker core should be better. The one thing that drives me crazy is Jermaine Pratt. He has number 53. My Shaq Leonard, my Darius Leonard. It kills me. It kills me to see him rocking number 53 from my boy, Darius Shaq Leonard. I see 53, and that's just Shaq's number. But what are you going to do? The other good news is Nick Cross. They got to sign him. His contract's coming up. I think it's at the end of the year. They need to sign this guy. He is like Bobby Sanders. The safety blitzes, the run stuffing. This guy's awesome. He's awesome. We can't let this guy go. There's some of the guys you might be able to let go. We need Cross in that secondary. We need him. Stopping the run is huge. And Bynum. Those Cross developing, Bynum out there, that's helping the secondary, but the cornerback's a little iffy. But a bunch of injuries. We got to get Kenny Moore back. Once he's back, I'm going to feel a lot better. Hopefully he'll be back next week. I don't know. I got to double check that. But that'll be huge because we'll throw him on McConkey and stuff McConkey. But I don't know if he's going to be back yet. I'll have to double check that. It's week by week. So, but good news, less penalties. That's good to see. But my stud of the week again, it's Tyler Warren. We got Jonathan Taylor and Daniel Jones doing their thing. I'd like to see more passing yards from Daniel Jones, but with the running attack, 123 for Taylor. If this guy's not the best running back in the league, then who is? Name a better running back than Jonathan Taylor, people. I'll wait. I don't think so. It is Jonathan Taylor all day, all week, all year. This guy's going to lead the league in rushing. He's ahead of Saquon right now. Who else? Who else is close? Dowdle the last 2 weeks? Dowdle? Hey, that's not going to hold up. We're talking about Dowdle. Dowdle? No. Come on. Jonathan Taylor, the best in the league. He's crushing it. What's up, Chris? Welcome in. Man, I'm loving this team. That game, that was. I think that drove me crazy more than the Rams game that they lost, because the Rams are a good team, top-notch team with Stafford, but Brissett dicing the Colts defense, that one hurts, and they almost lost, but they won it a different way today, which is awesome. That defensive stand, bend, don't break. So that was good to see. Even though it was against the Cardinals, it's still a great stop. They came through at the end, and they won. So they were dominating these mid-teams, but this way they won with a stop, which is huge. So when Daniel Jones in this offense, when they got to get a score, they do. They need a field goal, they get it. They need a touchdown, they get it. JT, reliable, pounding it. He's just got to stay healthy. And they got Amir Abdullah backing him up because they pushed Giddens to the side. He's not ready. And Goodson was injured, and I don't think he's playing either. So Abdullah doing okay. I'll take him, but the bell cow, JT, there's not a better running back. JT is second to none. This guy, man, I love him because he gives number 28 a good name because my Marshall Falk is why I'm a Colts fan. So JT doing good things. But let's see, who else? McBride dominated. He had a touchdown, 8 for 72. The Colts had no answer for Trey McBride or Zay Jones. So that's what I'm worried about, the tight end situation. They got to be able to cover the tight end. McBride, I mean, he is a freak of nature. Probably the best tight end in the league. Who's better? Who's better than Trey McBride as a tight end? Kittle, but he's been injured. What other tight ends better than McBride? Who are the best tight ends out there? Who's the best right now? McBride's got to be one of the best guys, people, right? What's up, Mark I? Welcome back. So he had 8 for 72 and a touchdown. Tyler Warren had 6 for 63 and a touchdown. And this guy's a rook. McBride had 11 targets, 8 catches. Warren had 9 for 6. So he usually gets a few more, but Daniel Jones, a couple throws that were just off the mark. So Warren almost had another catch or two. But, man, so huge win for the Colts. Loving it. I'm hoping Marvin Harrison Jr. is okay and he'll be back next week, but he might miss next week in the concussion protocol. The Colts also got Michael Badgley back for because Schrader's done for the year, which is Spencer Schrader. But Badgley made his one field goal, 45 yards out, nailed all 4 of his extra points, so that's good. Hopefully he can hang on and do well because he's got some experience with the Colts, even though he hasn't played in like the last year and a half, but he's back and doing okay, so I'll take it. Nail the 45-yarder, get those extra points. Hopefully the Colts don't have to settle for field goals too much because they just pounded in. Their red zone offense is dynamic. When they get in the red zone, they get touchdowns. The beginning of the year, they got a bunch of field goals. Now, every time, you know what touchdown's coming. Is it Warren? Is it JT? Bow. JT, what is he up to? 8 touchdowns on the season now? 8? So I think he had 7 coming in, so now he's up to 8. This guy, dynamic. Love it, love it, love it. This team's got the Chargers next week. They're going to blow them out. Blow them out. I know they got to go to L.A., which might be tough. But that defense was getting diced by Tua. I think the only thing is if Herbert plays well. If he plays well, they have a chance. If he just plays like he's been playing the last few weeks, no chance. Colts win easily. Any updates on Ward? I didn't check. I've been streaming all day. I gotta look into that. That I don't know. I gotta look into Ward and I gotta look into Kenny Moore going into next week. That'll come later on this week. So I'll keep you guys posted with that. But Tyler Warren, bang, bang. Let's go. Colts 5-1, number 1 seed, best team in the league. Hands down. Hands down. You might have a case for the Bills. But they lost to the Patriots. Colts lost to the Rams on a fluke. Who's the better team? Who's the better team? Colts. Gotta believe. Gotta believe. The haters are going to hate. But, come on. Come on. Who's better? The Lions just lost. The Lions just lost. Colts, best team in the league. I want to hear what you got to say. Put it in the comments below if you have a case for somebody else, because it's wrong, and you know it. Colts, rising to the top. Then with the number 1 seed, crushing the Chargers next week. I'll see you tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, and then pre-snap read. You guys are awesome. Rhino Nation.